This is Nick with Build Brothers Roofing. Started my inspection at 8450 Angila Drive out here in Santee. This is a architectural asphalt shingle roof. We're starting this inspection underneath the eave of the house. So you have your fascia board, and you have your rafter tails, you get your plywood eaves on this one. We like to start underneath the eaves because it gives us an idea of what kind of wood repair we can expect on this property. You can see just how damaged the majority of these fascia boards are. This stuff is really just kind of starting to come apart at this point. More than likely what we're gonna have to do is replace both these boards. But we'll have that conversation with the homeowner as it comes up. Wood repair is always the unknown variable in any roofing project. So we try to mitigate that as much as possible as far as surprises go. Just with a preliminary inspection like this, just to give the homeowner an idea of what they're going to expect. And on this roof, there will be a decent amount of wood repair, so the homeowner needs to be aware of that. Here we have indication that the roof is on the tail end of its life expectancy with the amount of granules that are accumulating in the gutter itself. Now this is actually the third layer of shingle that is on this roof. We have two layers that are underneath this particular layer of shingle. Code states that you can actually only have 2 layers of shingle on a roof. But we can see the amount of granule loss that's been occurring over the years. Essentially what's happening is the oils on this asphalt shingle product have started to evaporate. And as those oils evaporate, the granules will start to deplete. And as they deplete, all that fiberglass becomes exposed. And once that fiberglass is exposed, the waterproofing is greatly affected. Now, you can see that all this mastic has been used to smear on these penetrations. What they ended up doing is taking a bunch of these and just putting these on top. But that's not what's keeping everything waterproof. This stuff isn't really doing much. We're having the same thing over here. I'll point those out as well. So again, large amount of granule loss that is occurring on this roof, along with a bunch of solar penetrations that are on this roof as well. And it's imperative for a homeowner to understand that when you have this amount of penetrations on your roof, we need to make sure that the roof is in good shape. So it's too bad that they installed on this roof, especially seeing as how it's the third layer that's actually on this roof. But it is what it is. So we have a proper cricket over here on the chimney itself. So that's good to see. We'll go ahead and redo that cricket when we go ahead and replace this roof as well. And then again, we're going to have these solar panels that are going to need to be removed and reinstalled during the roofing process. So this is all part of it. We have in-house crews that will remove and reinstall the roof as well, or the solar panels as well. But you can see just how wavy a lot of this product is. And again, that is because of the fact that there are actually 2 roofs that are underneath this one. So I am going to recommend a full tear off on this roof just to ensure that the waterproofing is going to be where it needs to be for the foreseeable future. We are an Owens Corning preferred contractor, so that means that this roof will come with a 50-year warranty from Owens Corning, and that'll go along with a lifetime workmanship warranty that they're going to get from us. Again, we're going to have in-house crews that remove and reinstall the solar panels, as well as in-house crews that are going to be installing this roof. So we are going to tear this down to the wood decking. Once we get down to the wood decking, at that point we will address all that bad wood that we talked about. So we talked about how a lot of this fascia is going to need to be replaced. You can see how damaged a lot of that wood is, and then again you can see just how wavy all these shingles are. Once we get down to the wood decking, we're going to replace the current underlayment that's on this roof with a layer of synthetic underlayment. So the synthetic underlayment is part of that Owens Corning roofing system that comes with that 50-year warranty. But we can also see just how loose all these shingles are and how easy it is for water to get underneath it. So again, just based off the fact that there are three roofs on this roof, the lack of adhesiveness that's going through, we have inconsistencies on the seam staggering as well. So typically we want one seam to be here, another seam to be here, and another seam to be here. We got a seam on this side coming back to the left. We have another seam right here. And then instead of it continuing down the same path, it ends up going back over this way as well, right to here. So in combination with the poor workmanship, again, I am gonna recommend that the homeowner is proactive when it comes to replacing this roof. And I will go ahead and show them what that looks like as well. That's it for my inspection.